Okay. Okay. We're getting depth charged. Hello, YouTube! I am Lightly Salted, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the continuing adventures of the U-Boat in U-Boat. You'll recall from the last episode we attempted a mission at Portsmouth Harbor, and we had to draw the attention of the port defenses. What we did was engage a bunch of the coastal defense craft here around Portsmouth Harbor. Some members in the community have reached out to me, and they've let me know that I actually have to get on in there to make this happen. So that's what we're going to try to do, because it turns out that our mission is still active. Alright, Skipper, let's go ahead and replenish some of the ammunition we so needlessly wasted in the last run-through. We'll pick up that single torpedo that we had fired at the Corvette. And we'll go ahead and outfit the deck gun with as many AP rounds as we can take. And of course the flak was we spent an awful lot of flak, so we're going to have to pick up some more. I'd like something to the tune of 2,000 HE rounds. I guess that'll have to do. I've plotted us a course to get back to the English Channel. Let's get everybody in position. Mr. Dragon on the engines, please. Taff? Taff, what happened? Where's your helmet, Taff? Okay.
Captain.
So, Taff is wearing his helmet here. He's not wearing it here. Alright. Sorry about that, Taff. Apparently you are hatless at the moment. Sorry about that. Got ourselves a little bit of a bug there. And we'll get Taff on the nav for us. Alright, folks, let's kick this puppy into overdrive. We'll go ahead with speed 4. And off we go. Now, as we head out towards open water, I'd like to quickly talk about some tips and tricks that I got from members of the community, as well as some things that I managed to experiment with myself during streaming. So as you'll recall from the last episode, my skipper here kept jumping on the periscope even when I did not want him to. So I found out through trial and error that if I just make this a 0 and eliminate it completely, he will no longer do that ever. He will never jump out of bed to do that particular task, which is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to throw in some time compression, and with any luck, I'll see you in the channel. Alright folks, and here we are again at the approaches to Portsmouth Port. Now this is going to be quite dangerous because it's 3 AM, which means I'll be getting to the port in daylight. I'm interested to see what kind of effect that has on the port defenses, and whether or not we will be picked up faster than normal. Alright, at this point we're coming within range of the port itself, as you can see here. We're on the surface. I think it's going to be best for us to dive and put up the snorkel. Taff, go ahead and raise the snorkel for me, please. Community, you've done a bang-up job on the engines. Thank you. Let's get you down for a quick nap. Red, on the engines, please. I think we'll slow down a tad in order to increase our range. And Mr. Quebec, to your station, please. Okay, we've made contact with the harbor itself. Let's go ahead and take a peek. Little graphical errors going on there. We've got the island of floating rocks and trees. Fantastic. Alright, and for anybody who's never attacked Portsmouth before, it's incredibly important to note that along this stretch, you're going to find subnets. Okay, so underwater there's actually netting, which will prevent you from actually moving in and out of the port while underwater. Now, directly dead center, there is no subnet. So if you aim right down the middle, you should have no issues. And I think very shortly we're going to switch over to electric engines to hide our exhaust signature. Okay. Once again, we have an issue with the detection. I did not see this boat in any way when I was looking around manually, and it was only detected at the point where it was less than a kilometer from my boat. So, still not super pleased about that little bit of a hiccup in the function of how the game is working lately. Hello, folks. Oh, they're looking for us with the binoculars. Alright. So, I'm guessing she hasn't seen us. It seems that the issue with the detection system works both ways at this point. I don't like being surprised like that. I'm not a fan. Alright. I've got absolutely nothing, but the game has just proved to me that that means nothing at all. So I guess we'll find out if we run into any more surprise boats. Alright, Mr. Dragon, why don't you get on the depth steers for me at this point? I don't think we're going to need you controlling the engines for us. Taff, go ahead and get a nap. Skipper, you're doing a bang-up job. Let's keep at it, please. Alright, Skipper, what are we looking at? Okay, this is Portsmouth Port. Lighthouse. I don't see any ships. Okay, we've got an AA gun in this vicinity. Currently, we appear to have no one to worry about. But again, the game has surprised me very recently. Don't mind us, folks. Just a little exhaust port fishy. Alright, the captain has thrown us to alarm. I think he's just alarmed about the port. It's a terrible sound. I wish they would stop. Thank you. Alright, again, we've got that AA gun. Okay, we've got chimney smoke. Chimney smoke where? Chimney smoke coming up behind us. Not too concerned about that at the moment. Now, how am I going to draw the attention of the port, I wonder? There doesn't appear to be anything for me to shoot at, per se. Maybe the idea is we just pop up to the surface, throw a couple rounds at the lighthouse, and carry on. I wonder if I could shoot this thing. This is a fair distance away, though. I'm completely zoomed in at this point. I wouldn't be able to hit this. Not that good. Again, nothing to shoot at. Nothing at all in the harbor. It's a little concerning. Okay, we'll just carry on. So something really annoying that you'll probably run into when you're doing these port missions, you have to keep hitting the time compression over and over because it keeps stopping you. I'm not 100% sure why, but it's a thing that happens. We're gonna do like a spin-a-rooney kind of idea and head on back out to sea. And as I pass by, maybe I'll just, I don't know, try to throw some rounds at this or something. Okay, we've got boats. We've got boats. There be boats. Alright, we've got an MTB here. And we've got ourselves a Corvette to shoot at. Alright, well obviously she's going at a speed of 0. Because she ain't moving. And we're going to get distance and a bearing on her as well. So maybe we can take a shot at her. Go ahead and put a point on her rear and a point forward. That should be pretty close. We'll link those up. And we'll find ourselves a north-south line. Mr. Protractor, what are we looking at here? Okay. So 26 degrees, so we're looking at a bearing of 334 degrees. All right. Fantastic. Now once we've got ourselves spun in this direction a little bit, we'll get a distance on her, and then we'll get ready to hightail it. Alright, we're going to stop right here. And once we've slowed down to 0, I will get a range. And we've got another Corvette. Interesting. Alright, we are at stop. Let's go ahead and get a distance on our unwary friend here. Oof, those buildings make it very hard for me to see what I'm doing. Right about there. Okay. And Skipper, why don't we try to shoot this fella? Flood tube one. Fire. Los! Swoosh.
Treffer.
Fantastic. Okay, mission is completed, finally. Let's get on out of here. Thank you, Unity, for loading that up. Mr. Dragon, unfortunately I'm going to have to leave you on the depth steers for the moment. Oh, and they found us. So, these little MTBs just literally appeared out of nowhere. And they know we're here. They know exactly where we are. And that's very unfortunate. I'm kind of worried about it, in all honesty. Kind of worried about it. Skipper, let's get the periscope down. Taff, why don't we go ahead and lower the snorkel, please? Maybe that'll help us out a little bit. Oh, they're angry. They're shooting at us. They're shooting at us. That's 100% a thing that's happening. Okay. Okay. That's worrisome. That's pretty worrisome. Okay. Okay. Taff, how much room do we have under the keel here? Probably... Ooh, they're shooting us. I can hear bullets pinging off the hull. Mr. Quebec, let's get on the radio real quick. Taff, let's, can you go to the pinger, like I asked? If you can just get on... There we go. We've got 5 meters to go. So we're going to drop down to, let's call it, 10 maybe? It's only 2 meters difference, but with any luck we won't get hung up on the bottom. Yeah, she's circling us. She knows exactly where we are. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's go real fast, I think, is what I'm going to try to do here. Skipper, you can grab a nap. I don't actually need to see what's going on at the moment. Mr. Quebec, you grab a quick power snooze too. We'll just operate blind for a few minutes here. Red, I'm going to need you to get some coffee. Going to need a little bit of coffee into you, buds, because I'm going to need you on those depth steers for a bit. Yep, that's just spinning around and around. She knows exactly where we're at. Okay. 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 We're getting depth charged. Let's throw her in full reverse here. The depth charges look like they're directly in our path. It's less than ideal. We might die now. I was unaware that the MTBs had depth charges. That's really bright. Okay. Oh, I really hope we live through this. I really do. Okay. Alright, let's hammer it. Let's go. Will we make it out of here alive? Not sure. Mr. Quebec, I'm actually going to want you on the listening post. I really need a little more information about these depth charges before they go off in my face. We're just barely skimming the bottom here. Wow. Okay. Alright, they're sending a Corvette after us. That's very unfortunate. Are they? Or is that... No. Yes, a Corvette is coming towards us. Mr. Quebec, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you can about that? And this MTB looks like it's coming in for another run. Please don't drop depth charges on my head, please. Okay, she appears to be happy with just scaring the crap out of me. So that's fun. Alright, this Corvette is still making its way into the harbor. Are we at blue lighting? Did I do that? I don't... Yes, we are at blue lighting. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. She knows exactly where we are. Which means this Corvette, whenever it makes its turn to bear, it probably is going to know exactly where we are too. I wonder if we change course slightly, will she lose us? Let's find out. Oh, she angry. She's an angry little boat. Okay, did anybody else just hear a torpedo? I did. Okay, there's a torpedo in the water. We're going to really hope like hell that that misses us. There's two. Okay. Alright, we might have a problem here. We might have a problem. They're coming in. They're right here. They're right at the surface. They're going over us. Okay. I mean, good? Right? That's good. Apparently the MTBs can do nothing to us if we are below the surface. That's good. I'm loving that, actually. Now, I wonder if it's our noise, or if they're just close enough to the water line in these tiny boats that they can just look and see us. Okay, so we know she's dropped a couple of depth charges on us already, and she appears to still have... Now, those could be torpedoes or torpedo tubes. She did fire both her torps at us, so with any luck, she doesn't have anything else to menace us with other than the machine gun. It's very irritating. It's like a little bee. It just won't leave you alone. Woof. There's this little boat zipping overhead like a dove. Would you quit? Get out of here. That Corvette has decided to, I don't know, go beach itself maybe? So that's good. We gotta get out here in the waters and then try to make our escape. This annoying little boat won't leave us alone. I wonder if the MTBs work like a marker for the other ships. If they just find you and keep on you to, you know, point you out to the big boys. Okay, oxygen is becoming a little bit of a concern for me. We're probably going to be underwater for some time. Taff, can you fire up the vents for us? What if we change direction? Will this boat lose us now? She might have, actually. Let's go ahead and slow down to 3. It's possible that this ship has lost us completely. Let's slow down our morale loss. Mr. Quebec won't need any extra help on the hydrophone at this point. And it is very possible that our little torpedo boat may have lost us altogether. Nope, she's turning back in. Let's see if she picks us up again. She's beelining it for us. I'm not detected, however. Oh, she found us again. So yes, they operate on sight. They 100% operate on sight. So noise is no issue for these torpedo boats. Let's go ahead and kick up the speed a little here. Go away. Go away. Don't turn. Don't turn. Okay. I think we might have finally completed this mission. Skipper, jump on the radio for me really quick. Mr. Quebec, go ahead and get your head down. You've been doing a fantastic job for us. Incoming from Fame. Now, that name begins with an F, which leads me to believe it's a destroyer. So we are picking up a transmission from a destroyer. That might mean there is one in the area. That's a little concerning. It's not fantastic. Okay, it looks like we've lost our little buzzing friend there. Alright. From the Fame, and it's encrypted. Yep. So that leads me to believe that a destroyer has been in contact with these defenses in some way or another. I'm not too concerned about it at the moment, actually. Red, thank you so much for your work on the depth steers. I appreciate it. Go ahead and get your head down. Taff, I'm going to need you in the community here to continue on with what you're doing. We're also going to need some air shortly. Skipper, why don't we go ahead and get on the periscope. We'll pop it up and see what we can see. Alright, what do we got here? Somewhere here in the distance. Okay, we've got a torpedo boat there. Okay, just the one. and they have no idea where we are, so that's fantastic. Why don't we go ahead and raise the snorkel for me, Taff?
Kapitän.
Let's get that fella up. And we are no longer alarmed. Fantastic. Mr. Quebec, how about we play a little ditty for the folks? Look at all the bullet holes in my boat. Good lord. Look at all of this. How did they manage to shoot me that many times completely underwater? Look at this. Good God, man. Wow. Okay. Alright. They managed to shoot the bottom of my boat, too. That's pretty neat. Ah, fantastic. I like it. I think it's cool. Alright, I'm going to throw some time compression in here, folks. I'll either see you at a new target or the port. Alright, folks, we've made it home. Skipper, let's go ahead and tell command that we've got that all sorted out. Taff, more points towards the Iron Cross. And Skipper, more points towards the German Cross in gold. Okay, that's all we get out of it, I guess. Alright, we managed to pick up a sweet 20,000 budgets and an additional radio officer. We sunk a Okay, so this is the MTB that we sunk in the last episode. And here's the Corvette we sunk in this episode. So that's fantastic. Alright, good to know. How are we doing on experience? No one leveled up, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pick up our extra officer, Mr. Klaus Fischer. So since I've upgraded Mr. Quebec to be better at the radio duties, what I plan to do is make Mr. Fischer here our medic. So, Quebec, why don't you go ahead and drop off those med kits for me? We'll just chuck them here for now. Awesome. And Mr. Fischer can pick those up. There you go, Mr. Fischer. You are now our medic. Let's make you the medic for sure. Alright, folks, and since this is the U-boat, built around the idea of our community, what I plan to do is Mr. Fischer is going to be renamed. And the way I plan to do that is I will be selecting one subscriber at random, whose name I will apply to Mr. Fischer here. So with any luck, the next time you see Mr. Fischer, he will have one of your names. Alright, folks, and with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Consider leaving a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Links to the community Discord are down below in the description. Hope to see you there. And until next time, I've been Lightly Salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.